Am I audible at the back? Okay. One fine Monday morning, I was waiting at the shuttle stop. I normally take the company shuttle. Due to some technical glitch, the shuttle did not arrive that day and everybody was forced to carpool. I was new to the company, new to the shuttle system, and I didn't know whom to get in touch with. I had an early Monday morning meeting and I did not want to miss that. I just jumped into a car completely uninvited. There were 4 other ladies in the car and they were kind enough to accommodate me. The 30-45 minutes journey to the office was very pleasant. We got to know each other, we knew about each other's roles, the project that they work on, and some general talk. Once we reached the office, the same office, we got into the escalator and got down at various floors. A couple of weeks later, I was again in the escalator as usual, waiting for my floor. And then there was this lady next to me who was staring at me. And then she said, Ganga, right? As I said, I was new to the office and very few people knew me. I started thinking, where did I meet this lady? Not in any of the conference rooms. No, she doesn't work for any of my projects either. So grabbing all the confidence, I asked her, how do you know me? And then I could see an ocean of emotions in her face. Anger, despair, embarrassment, worry, whatnot. We carpooled last week, right? And before I could even react to it, the escalator stopped, she got out of the scene. And that's it. I lost the chance. I wanted to tell her, see, please wait, I need to tell you something. But then she had already made up her mind. This girl is so arrogant. She didn't even talk to me even when I initiated the conversation. I know why. Because she feels that I'm not worthy enough to speak to her. And she's so arrogant. I knew that this was what was going on in her mind from her face. But the chance was gone. When I was a child, my life was simple. My life was small. My parents, my siblings, my classmates, my teachers, my neighbors, that's it. At that time, I didn't notice this issue that I'm not able to recognize all faces. Only when I went out of my home, started working in big cities, I noticed that maybe I have this problem. I became more aware of it during my previous company when one of my colleagues had to introduce himself to me at least 3 times. And even now I don't remember him. I started analyzing what could have been the reason. Is it because I'm not able to recognize certain facial patterns? Is it because of the frequency of the association? Is it because of the duration of the association? I noticed one thing. If I don't get to meet a person very frequently for the initial few days, I just cannot remember him, even if it is for the nth time. I also noticed that the duration of the association is also important. If I just meet him for like a minute or so, no, there is no way that I'm going to remember him. And more importantly, if that person changes his appearance through a haircut or through a specs or a beard or something, no way. None of this analysis was anyway helping me. I continued to forget faces. I dread that situation when somebody comes to me and starts talking to me as if he or she knows me for years, and I am like, oh my God, where did I meet this person? How does he know me? What do I talk to him now? I try to hide my stupid face, but most of the time I'm caught red-handed. And then I have this dreadful question, you don't remember me? And I feel lucky if I am able to explain to that person why I can't recognize him. And I feel even more lucky when I am able to recognize him the next time. So should I go and see a doctor or something? Because, you know, it started affecting my corporate life. People started considering me as a very unfriendly person, unsocial. Before going to the doctor, like anybody else, I started Googling. And condition called prosopagnosia, or face blindness. And it is the inability to recognize facial patterns. Your intellectual ability, your ability to recognize objects, nothing is affected, but just the facial patterns. It's a right hemisphere of our brain which helps you in identifying faces. And sometimes, maybe due to hereditary reasons or due to accidents, this ability gets affected. And then people like me are born. So, most of the time, along with this, you also have this lack of sense of direction, color blindness, and I realized that I fit exactly into this box. And I started researching more on that. The good news is that there is no remedy. You just have to deal with this fun all throughout your life. About 2.5% of the world population is actually affected by this disorder, or whatever you may call it. And most of the time, it is often misrepresented as lack of memory, but it's not lack of memory, it's lack of ability to recognize faces. When I said 2.5% of the population, it means 173 million people in this planet has this disorder at varying levels. And most of the time, it goes unrecognized. And that is exactly the reason why I chose this topic for today. It is quite possible that you would have already come across somebody who had this issue, or it is quite possible that you might come across somebody in the near future. And at that time, I want you to remember that if that person does not behave in the manner in which he or she is expected to, please do not judge them by their behavior. It is completely impossible for you to understand someone as a whole. It's impossible to get into somebody else's shoes, what is going through them. So please do not judge them. And more importantly, please do not judge yourself by their behavior, because it's not you, it's me, or whoever it is. Thank you.